Hello, everyone. Thank you this evening for joining us here at the Realdealfam. I'm Andre. This is my beautiful wife, Essie.
Hi.
All right. Also known as the boss, especially around in these parts here. Thank y'all so much for joining us again, and we highly appreciate if y'all hit that subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up and also that notification bell, so if we put any videos up in the future, you'll be the first to get them. Tonight we like to jump into a topic called intimacy after the first baby.
Let's get it
Everybody kind of familiar with this who have kids.
They are. Go ahead, your kids get to bed. You need a 5 count?
No, I don't.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh boy.
1.
All right, I'm ready. First thing is typically they say that the recovery time is about, on average, about 6 weeks.
After having a baby?
After having the baby. Sometimes for the dads, the psychological trauma can last a little bit longer, which might affect the situation that y'all might have amongst one another. So, a little bit of private time.
Psychological? What's psychologically wrong with you?
When a man, sometimes the first time you see a baby born, that's quite a lot to behold.
Yeah, my mom was like, "Look what you did! Look, look!"
Yeah, that was kind of frightening. But although you see it in science class and so forth, ain't nothing like seeing it live. You know what I mean?
You did it.
We won't get into that.
That's the topic.
But yeah, ain't nothing like having your first child born. It's beautiful. The experience is awesome. But there's always that one little matter of intimacy that still has to take place amongst the couple. And like I say, typically after the baby, biologically, the doctors like to get it later around 6 weeks. Some couples tend to participate sooner, some a little bit less. But sometimes, like I say, there's a psychological effect. Some guys have to get over. But in due time, if you hang in there, it will subside. Just hang in there. It'll go away. And typically what happens during the pregnancy, the woman hormones sometimes can be pretty high, so they can be pretty active, or would like to be pretty active. And later in the pregnancy, some males tend to get a little bit more apprehensive. So they, when she's pretty far along in the process. And so the male...
Why are you apprehensive?
Most of the time you see the lady pregnant like that, you think the baby's ready, they're about ready to come out, so you don't want to cause any damage. You know? I'm just saying.
You don't want to cause any damage. The doctor tells you to go and make it happen.
Right.
And make the process much easier during delivery.
Right. Anatomically and scientifically, that might be the case. But just looking at it from a common perspective, some men might be a little apprehensive about it. But like I said, again, you hang in there, all that typically subsides. Once the woman goes into delivery and has the baby, you're pretty happy. You see the child. Your wife is healthy. Everybody comes out healthy.
How long did it take you?
Me personally, it took a little while. I had a little hangover, you know.
Yeah.
But most of that is typically related to either 3 things, I think. Either fear, ignorance, or you're just kind of insensitive. Because the woman is a beautiful being, and just because she's having the baby, that don't change anything. The process is...
I said it took him like 4 to 6 months. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
Oh, Lord.
It was a long time.
Yeah, I was a young man, so... But, yeah, that's why I say typically it's one of those 3. Fear, ignorance, or just being plain out insensitive. But you will get past that. You will see the beauty in your wife, and you will relish in the birth of your first child. So all that will play in, and y'all will be back up and rolling. There is an adjustment period that also you have to attribute to probably some of the lack of activity. Is you got the new baby. The baby's going to be quite demanding initially. They like to eat all the time, and they're crying and so forth. So the times before when y'all used to be able to, it just was you two. And
typically the man gets a little bit jealous at the time the woman's with the baby.
I guess sometimes that's
Put that baby out the bed.
That goes away. But yeah, you definitely have to be attentive to your baby, and they're gonna be extremely demanding in those first few months. So that also affects the intimacy between the couple. But as
the woman's body changes.
Yeah, that is different.
After
That's
it's
different.
totally different. Well, it's totally different.
Well, that's
after.
That is why I said in point number 4. There's
got to put in a lot more work.
Yeah, you have the
after the baby.
You have the new baby, the new body, and then there's the new man. So
new man?
Yeah, there's a new man. He wasn't the same man. You're gonna change after the birth of a child. You become a new man. You have different responsibilities. Your woman has a new body. She's done had a birthed a child now.
After I had our first baby, he told me.
Let's not do that now.
I don't like those stretch marks.
Well, that they used to say you had to use cocoa butter, but that you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
But
y'all
excuse. But yes.
What made you be able to get over that? Because I still got stretch marks. We got 4 kids, and they keep coming.
Well, that's point number 5. That's maturation. You grow up, you know, like anything, you kind of ignorant as a young man, and so you think, oh man, her body, it's gonna be snatched like it always was. But after you have a child, the body goes through changes. There's hormonal changes and there's anatomical changes. But that all goes back if the woman gets back to exercising and get back on the nutrition the same. She
got all these kids and still notice how he says the demands are always on her to get back right.
No, the demands.
You don't look nothing like what you look like back in the day. I mean, I got some weight on me, but he does. And these muscles ain't as big as they used to be.
That's very true. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the man matures. There's a lot of different things that have to take place, and every brother ain't the same. Some brothers that it don't even affect. The young lady had a baby and they be right back at it, and the intimacy never falters at one step.
I can't say you have to learn each other.
Right.
Again. Each time you have a baby, your body changes. Each other. You know, and then things that you enjoy with each other changes, and you have to constantly keep learning what they are. And if you don't want to do that, then there's problems.
Yeah, that's what it means to be married. That's why it's called intimacy. Y'all come together and figure out things and enjoy one another and love one another. But the kids don't stop nothing. After you have that 5th process, which I say is like a maturation for the man that had issues with intimacy following the child, it won't be long before you have the second one. So don't think it's a long, drawn out process. It won't last that long.
Woman is definitely extra fertile after she has a baby, like right after. So
yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, you'll get over all that psychological trouble. Trust me, bro. Because black love will prevail. You will see the beauty in the queen and all that, and you'll be back in the game. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in this evening, and we look forward to y'all watching another video with us. We consider y'all close friends. Please leave a comment below and hit that subscribe button and thumbs up, and we appreciate it. Black love survive always.